If by great fortune, one gets an opportunity to come to Radha and read even verse, he can develop his chances and love for Krishna exactly as the book is written. It is also recommended not to live on the lines of Radha and to be around the levels of the Lord. And Prabhupada again talking about the highest perfection. Okay. Right? If one is constantly engaged in that time, after giving the body, he returns back to body to serve Sri Radha the same day, as he continues during his life in the next song. So what happened? Bahula story. In Bahula one, this Jagannath came, Arista story. And Arista story is a good diamond. And Arista story was so heavy, so big, it looked like a mountain only. And when he walked, the whole blood was shaking. And then he would go, Singari. So ladies and brother had miscarriages. And he came to find us Krishna. Krishna came, took his leg, and killed Aristasura. But now Aristasura is a bull. If you kill a bull, it's sin or not? So all the Buddha is telling, we want to associate with you, Krishna. Why? You have killed a bull. Now the Prabhupada says, you should go and take part in all the holy things. Shri Krishna, if he has to take part in Holy Gita, what did he do? Shamkur. Krishna did Shamkur. He took his basuri, called all the rivers. Oh, all the holy places, come. And enter here. And Krishna took part. And then Krishna said to Radharani and the gopis, you see, you blame the Supreme Lord. So now you should also take part in all the people. So they say, okay, we'll make our own point. So then, all the gopis start making a one small kunda through their tangan, and it's called Tangan Kunda. And they start taking the water from Mansi Ganga to take bath in the Ganga. Now Krishna, feeling pity upon Krishna, feeling them, he told all the Titas go to Srimad. And all the Titas went to Srimad. He tell her, we are here to serve you. And then all the Titas filled Sri Radha Kunda. So Radha Kunda becomes, the Sham Kunda overflowed and entered all the Titas came to Radha Kunda. And from that time, Radha Kunda became dear to Sri Krishna as Srimati Radharani, with the Kunda made by love for Sri Krishna. Okay. Now, why Golok Vrindavan is the highest abode? Sanatana Goswami writes in Bhagavad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam. So, in Janmajaya, see there are two editions of Mahabharata. One is by Janmajaya. So, what Mahabharata we hear is Janmajaya, Vaishampayan Rishi spoke to Janmajaya. Vaishampayan Uvacha. And therefore, in Vishnu Sahasranam also, Vaishampayan Uvacha comes or not comes there. There is another Mahabharata called Jaimini Mahabharata, which is not available. So Sanatana Goswami 500 years before have taken this Bhagavad Bhagavatam from Jaimini Mahabharata and gave a commentary upon that. And that Bhagavad Bhagavatam has two parts. The first part, is my voice audible to everybody? Huh? Yeah. So the first part of Bhagavad Bhagavatam is what? The first part talks about which is the greatest devotee. And then Narad Muni finds out which is the greatest devotee and find out that Brajvasis are the greatest devotee. Brajvasis are the greatest devotees. So the whole sequence comes that a Brahmana is at that Narad Muni meets one Brahmana, and that Narad Muni is such a greatest devotee. So one devotee was giving a feast at Prayagraj. He said, you are the greatest devotee. He said, no, I am not the great devotee. King in South India is the greatest devotee. So you go to the South Indian king. The South Indian king, no, I am not a great devotee. Indra is a better devotee. Indra said, no, I am not a better devotee. Brahmaji is a better devotee. Brahma said, no, I am not a better devotee. Brahmaji says, Lord Shiva is a better devotee. Then Lord Shiva says, Prahlad is a better devotee. Prahlad Maharaj says, Hanumanji is a better devotee. Hanumanji says, Uddhava is the best devotee. And Uddhava says, no, Gopis are the best devotee. So finally proved that Srimati Radharani and the Gopis are the best devotees. And then the second part, there's a story of the Gop Kumar comes.
And that's a very beautiful story. Are you eager to hear the story? This will actually complete our nectar of instruction, the part. So what is the story? See, there is a Brahmana who he stays in Kamakhya. And Devi spoke to him, they should go to Vrindavan. So on the way he come to Varanasi, he liked the Lord Shiva, but then Lord Shiva also directed him to go to Vrindavan. And finally this Brahmana comes to Vrindavan, and this Brahmana means a Gopkumar, Gopa. So now this Gopkumar, this Brahmana is favored by Srimati Radharani that he has come to Vrindavan, and Gopkumar is telling his story, how did he became a Gopkumar to this Brahman. So this Gopkumar starts that this Gopa was in so I seek blessings of His Grace Nandput Prabhu to speak on this exalted subject of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, so Prabhuji is a very senior Vaishnava. So we have come to Srirangam by his kind blessings. Yeah. And we'll get to hear from Prabhuji in the afternoon time about the glories of Srirangam Dham. Last year when he had come, he had given very wonderful class, and I yearn to hear again and again from Prabhuji, because you should hear from Dham Vasis about the Dham. Then your Dham Yatra is successful. So, so this Gopkumar is telling how did he become a Gopkumar to Brahmana. And Brahmana had no idea of spirituality. And this Gopkumar starts from his own story. So this Gopkumar says that I was a Gopa in Vrindavan. In Govardhan, near Govardhan, he was a Gopa, and he was playing and he was doing so many things. One day, he met a great devotee of the Lord named Jayant. The Jayant was a very special devotee, always in love of God. But somehow, the Jayant showed a mercy and initiated this Gopa from Vrindavan and gave him the secret mantra, Gopal mantra. And this Gopa started to chant this Gopal mantra, and after initiation he got a desire, I want to search for Supreme Lord. See, he is in Vrindavan, but he got a desire to search for Supreme Lord. Now, so he went out to search for the Supreme Lord. On the way, he came at the house of a Brahmana who was worshipping Shaligram Shila. And the Brahmana told, this is the Supreme Lord, the Lord of the universe. Gopkumar got very excited. Oh, this is the Lord of the universe. He paid obeisances, everything. And then the Brahmana, the time came, put the Shaligram Shila in the box and kept the box closed. He said, hey, you're keeping the Lord of the universe in the box. Then the Brahmana said, oh, no. You want to see opulent worship? You go to this kingdom, there the deity of Lord Vishnu is there, the king worships very nicely. So he goes to see that worship. It's the deity of Lord Vishnu. And the deity of Lord Vishnu was worshipped with so much pomp and glory. He was amazed, so nice festival, everything. And the king will also worship the Lord. So he stayed some time over there. But he saw one thing, that the Brahmanas over there, they had a lot of shuchi-muchi. Like if prasadam touched by some other caste person, they won't touch. The Brahmanas will not touch. So they will have a lot of discrimination of caste and everything there. So that little bit pained the heart of this small boy. Then somebody suggested you go to Jagannath Puri. There you will find the Lord. And there nothing is like that. Mahaprasad is tasted by everybody. Even a dog eats, then also people can eat Mahaprasad. So he became very happy. That Lord is worshipped so nicely in Jagannath Puri. So this Gopkumar, he came all the way to Jagannath Puri. And he was so happy seeing the darshan of Lord Jagannath. And every day, for hours together, he is sitting in the Jagannath temple and taking darshan of Lord Jagannath. Again he will come. Again he will take darshan of Lord Jagannath. But over a period of time, he stopped chanting his mantra, what his Guru had given. So one day, suddenly Guru appeared and told him, you should not stop chanting this mantra, chant this mantra, and whatever your desire is there will be fulfilled by this mantra. So then again he started to chant his mantra, and Guru Jayant, he disappeared. Now this Gopkumar chanting the mantra, now sometimes only the king was allowed in the Jagannath Mandir, normal public was not allowed. So he was feeling, Arey, by God, I am not allowed. So how? And chanting his mantra, he desired, what if I become a king, how nice it will be. After some time, the king died. Now they start searching whom to make the king, because king's son said, I will not become the king. He was very detached. So then they said, who will become the king? They said, so now two reasons happened. Either Jagannath told that you should make this Gopkumar the king, or they were searching the Chakravarti Samrat, and this Gopkumar had the symbol of Chakravarti Samrat in his hand. Das Chakra is called Chakravarti Samrat. You will see on your fingers, some will be Chakra, some will be Shankha, the fingerprints. But Chakravarti Samrat means all the Das Chakra. So that's what the Gopkumar they found, and they made Gopkumar the king. And he becomes the king of Puri. And now he has full access to worship Lord Jagannath. He is very happy. He called all the members of the family of the king and divide different departments to them. And he was ruling. Now, when the Ansavar period came, where Lord Jagannath becomes sick, Anusar period, so that time only the Pandavas do, even king is not allowed. So he was feeling that the Lord does very intimate exchanges with them, I am not allowed. So start feeling some kind of dissatisfaction in his heart. Plus, the management of the kingdom was taking all his peace. Previously, he was so happy worshipping Lord Jagannath that from the time he is managing the kingdom, he couldn't find that innocent devotion. So one day he left his position of king and went away and came back to Vrindavan. And then in the Vrindavan, he was hearing about Indra doing yajna and Lord Vishnu coming himself doing the yajna. Then he started chanting his mantra. I want to see how Indra worship Lord Vishnu. And just by chanting the mantra, he ascended to heaven. In the same body, the Gopkumar ascended to heaven. And now in the heaven, he saw Upendra, Lord Vamandev, would come and personally meet Indra. And Indra will feed like a young. Indra is the elder brother, Upendra is a younger brother. So he will feed Vamandev. And there's so much loving exchanges. And Gopkumar will so feel ecstatic seeing Vamandev. Oh, Lord of the universe is here. Lord of the universe is here. But other times, Lord will go back. So he will feel little there. Now he desired. See, Indra has the opportunity to feed Vamandev, Sir Vamandev. I don't have this. And he chanted his mantra. Only if I become Indra. Has the opportunity to serve. Now what happened? Indra killed a demon like Vritasur. And because of killing a demon like Vritasur, he has to, in disguise for 1 year time. And therefore they wanted to make a new Indra. And the Lord told, let make Gopkumar as the Lord, Indra. And now Gopkumar becomes the Indra. So everything is going very fast forward in his life. And just everything is getting just by there's a mantra. Now you may be feeling joke, Arey, ye mantra jap karke sab kuch ho gaya. Arey, that's what we are also trying to do, no? Chant Hare Krishna will go to Golok Vrindavan. But this Gopkumar is not directly going to Golok Vrindavan because he doesn't know what is the goal. He only got see, all of us know that the goal is go to Golok Vrindavan. Don't go to heaven, don't go to Mahaloka, don't go to Satyaloka. But this Gopkumar has no idea which Loka I should go, which Loka I should not go. So this Gopkumar, he was, so he became now Indra. So as a Indra, he started propagating the devotional service of Lord Vishnu all over the universe. See, whatever position he took, his whole goal was to serve Lord Vishnu. He started preaching very vigorously. There, everywhere sent people to just glorify Lord Vishnu and increase the service of Lord Vishnu. So this Indra was doing. And while this Indra was doing, one day the Bhrigu came. Bhrigu Muni and other sages came. Now he didn't know who all are there. One said, hey, very careful, huh? Serve them nicely. एक बृहस्पति वाला एपिसोड हो चुका है. So then he started worshipping them, worshipping their feet, but he didn't know who they are. Plus, what will happen? Vamandev will come and he will serve Vamandev. He feels so happy. I got a opportunity to personally serve Upendra Vamandev. But Vamandev won't always stay there. He will come sometime and go back, and he will feel very there. And also, when he chants his mantra, Krishna will come in his dreams and embrace him like a friend and treat him like a Gopa friend. Embrace him and think. So he was missing, he was chanting the mantra and he was missing Vamandev. And now he saw the Bhrigu Adi Rishis. He thought these people should have more access to Krishna. These people should have more access to Krishna. So start taking the Bhrigu Adi Rishi and is thinking, what if I stay over there? And he chanted his mantra. And by the power of chanting his mantra, and this Gokumar was staying in Swarga, he was completely detached from Apsaras and other things. He was not interested. In fact, he was staying in Nandakana garden but living like a brahmachari only. He was not interested in the heavenly pleasures, and that was not entering his head only. He was only remembering how can I reciprocate loving devotional service with my Lord. So there was no material opulence or material desire entered his head, though he is living in Swarga there. And he is ruling, and only thing he wanted to reciprocate devotional service with the Supreme Lord. Even the power of Indra did not entice him. See, same thing happened to Nahusha. Nahusha went to Swarga, but he was completely enchanted by the power of Indra. And he fell down. Nahusha. Yeah. Nahusha wanted to marry Sachi. Well, Sachi, okay, I am Indra, you are wife of Indra, you should marry me. And Sachi went to Brihaspati what to do. Then Brihaspati, they all went to Agastya Rishi. Then Agastya Rishi suggested that if this Nahusha carry all the sages, carry this doli of Nahusha. And they said, see, Nahusha is still very much, had a lot of tapoval because the demigod had blessed him. So he can't do anything now. He has to exhaust his tapoval by taking service from the sages. So when you take service from the sages, you exhaust all your tapoval, all your things there. So we should not take service from sadhus there. That's the best way to exhaust. So Nahusha, he was taking service from all the sages and they were carrying that palki of Nahusha. And eventually exhaust his birth. So that time Agastya was moving very this. And then he says, Sarpa, 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 fast, 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 fast. And then he kicked Agastya. Then Agastya cursed him, you become a snake. But this Gokumar, he was completely detached even in the places of Sandhya. So why to see also the story told how a jiva goes, elevates in consciousness to go back to Godhead. In the teachings of Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in teachings of Rupa Goswami that our Bhakti Lata beat increases, that creeper. So creeper first is in the earth, then goes to heaven, then goes to above Loka, Satya Loka, Mahaloka, then goes to Brahmajyoti, then goes to Vaikuntha, and then goes to Golok Vrindavan. So though we may not be going like Gokumara to different planets, but our consciousness is going to different planets. So initially a devotee will have an enjoying mentality. Right? He has given up the sinful habit, he is doing bhakti to Krishna, but with enjoying mentality. So this creeper has gone to heaven. He has not gone away. Only when he gives us the enjoying mentality, the creeper goes further. There. So like that, creeper goes, and finally finds shelter in Golok Vrindavan. So Gokumar is physically going there. So then he thought, chanted his mantra, only if I can, see, if they are higher than the Devatas, that means they will have more higher access to the Supreme Lord. So he chanted the mantra and finally reached Maharloka. So Bhrigu Adi Rishi stayed in Maharloka. Maharloka is the destination of the Vanaprasthas. So those who follow the rules and regulations of the Vanaprastha, the austerities of the Vanaprasthas, such people go to Mahaloka. Even a brahmachari who is very obedient to his guru, surrender everything to his guru, he also goes to Mahaloka. Okay. So this God Kumara goes to Mahaloka. Now in Mahaloka, the sages do yajna, and the yajna purusha comes, very bride yajna purusha comes and accepts their offering. And whenever sages will do yajna and yajna purusha comes, this Gopals will happy, oh, my Lord has come, my Lord has come. And the Lord will go. And the sages would say, Arey, we will give you second initiation, why you worry so much? And why you worry so much? He said, no, I just like to assist you. I want to be servant of servant. I don't like to do yajna and there. I'm just happy seeing the Lord and giving the and serving all of you, the sages there. One day, Chatush Kumaras came to Maharloka. And now he feels very because the Lord will come only when yajna is happening. Other time he will not see the Lord. So he will feel morose, chant his mantra, and remember Gopal. So great longing came in his heart to meet the Lord of the universe, Gopal. And Krishna will come in his dreams and reciprocate with him by loving embrace, and he will get darshan of the Lord by chanting his Gopal mantra there. So Gopal mantra is one of the 7 Gayatris, which is given after second initiation. Yeah. So he was chanting the Gopal mantra. Then one day, Jad Satush Kumaras came. Even the Bhagavad Rishis stand up in front of their, they are very exalted sages, they are Nashtik Brahmacharis there. So in Mahaloka also they have husband wife stay and they do puja and thing. But in Tapoloka, it's only Nashtik Brahmacharis stay. So now, the time of Pralaya came. So when the night of Brahma comes, in the night of Brahma, even Sargloka, Prithvi all get submerged, and Mahaloka people go to Janaloka and Tapaloka because the fire is very high. So then the time came, chalo, we are ascending, and they all ascended to the Tapaloka, and that's how the God Kumar goes to Tapaloka and he meets Sanatan Sant Kumar. Now they start preaching meditation to him superior to bhakti. And why you have to obtain God? And Sanat Kumar sat in meditation, showed all the forms of Lord Vishnu. His body sometimes become Vamana, sometimes this. All forms of Lord Vishnu he saw in the body of Sanak Sanatan. He was always there. Because they will absorb in meditation thinking of a form and their body color will change to that form. And said, why you have to worry? Just meditate like us. Why you do the Shravan Kirtan? Just meditate like us. Why you are doing? And you can have the Lord with you. And he was and they preach him Lord. But somehow he was not convinced by the preaching of Chatush Kumaras there. And he will feel a longing to meet Gopal. So they showed him the forms of Lord, they taught him meditation, they touched his head, so he also could do meditation. Just by the touching head, he also could absorb in meditation. But he was meeting Gopal because he was keep chanting his Gopal mantra. So no matter whatever happened, don't give up chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Right? Whatever happened, don't give up chanting Hare Krishna. Galti se Swarglok bhi chale jao, don't stop chanting. Or any loka you go. So he did not stop chanting his mantra given by his guru. He kept chanting. Then one day Brahmaji came. Lord Brahma came. And Lord Brahma came, the Chatush Kumar became like children. He was petting their head, smelling good. Their father, no? Brahmaji's father. They said, who is he? He is our father also. What he does? Oh, he stays with Mahapurusha there. So you go and there. So he got a desire to go to Brahmaloka. So he chanted his mantra, and then by chanting his mantra, he went to Brahmaloka. So after going to Brahmaloka, he was very happy. See, and he will see all the day, when the day of Brahma will arrive, then Lord Vishnu he will see, and Brahma will be in the Navi cover, and Lord is treating Brahma like a son. And Lord Brahmaji will offer the worship to Mahapurusha, Sahasrisha Purusha. And he will see that, he will feel very excited about seeing that worship. One day, one person got lived. And now, what happened? He was thinking, oh, Lord treats Brahma like a son. If I have an opportunity to be son of the Lord. And somehow, by mistake, Brahmaji created same demon. Demon made of foam. Demon made of foam. And Brahmaji became very fearful and he hid himself. Now they needed Brahma. They needed a Brahma. So Lord told, make Gopakumar as Brahma. So Gopakumar from the king of Puri to the Indra have become now Brahma. And again he started to preach about the Lord and he started increasing devotional service in the whole universe. Now what happened? One person from Bhuloka attained liberation. They started asking, what is this liberation? Where that person goes? And then other Shrutis, they start glorifying the liberation. But some Puranas like Bhagavad Purana was not happy that they are glorifying liberation so much. Then Brahmaji talked to Brahmaji, this Gopakumar as Brahma, talked to this Bhagavad Purana. And Bhagavad Purana told, Arey, this liberation is only a fig only. What is great is the prema for the Supreme Lord. But because this Gopakumar had heard for liberation so much, he developed a desire for liberation. So he left the Brahmaloka and started going to different layers of the universe. And he entered one layer after another. So layer of earth, when he enters, all the smells he is doing there. So all the desires or smells are fulfilled. Then he goes to the next layer, where the water layer is there. So all tastes were there. All beautiful tastes, whatever you want, whatever food items you want, all tastes were there in that layer of water. And all tastes got fulfilled. Then he went to the next layer. The fire, all forms were there. And finally, the last layer he went of Prakriti. Lord was there as Mohini Murti. And Prakriti was there. And all Maya's illusion were enchanted. And finally he crossed that also. And went to Brahmajyoti. And when he was entering Brahmajyoti, he was feeling like committing suicide only. They were so effulgent and like Brahman. He saw that Brahman and thing. But he was about to merge it, Lord Shiva comes. And Lord Shiva saves him. There. Entering into Brahmajyoti, he passed it. And then Lord Shiva takes his own abode. And Lord Shiva, something happens, and Lord Shiva goes in great ecstasy. So much ecstasy, there was no clothes on Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva started to glorify Vaikuntha. All devotees, that we are not allowed in Vaikuntha, that supreme abode of Lord Vishnu, where devotees stay. And he started glorifying the Vishnu Dutas there. That how powerful are the Vishnu Dutas. How amazing this Vishnu Dutas are. That how devotional souls are Lord in that planet there. And Lord Shiva was very much glorifying Lord Vishnu. And he saw that whole Kailash, there is nothing, only glorification of Lord Vishnu only there. Lord Shiva along with the associate glorify Lord Vishnu. So if you want to go anywhere, you should go to Vaikuntha. And as Gopakumar was going out, that's the time Vishnu Dutas, he met the Vishnu Dutas. And he saw many Vishnu Dutas are going. Some Vishnu Dutas there, and they're going to different universes. He said, why are you going? Where are you going? O Vishnu Dutas. I said, we are going to protect all the devotees in different universes. Who take shelter of the Lord to give them fearless, we are going to different universes. So many Vishnu Dutas traveled from Vaikuntha. Just like in a temple, brahmacharis travel to voices, right? Different voices. 3 days they will stay in the voice, and 4 days, 3 days they will stay in the temple, and 3 days they will go to voice. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will have brahmachari sangha, and Thursday everybody is gayab. They are going to different voices to preach devotion service to Lord Vishnu. The same way, this Vishnu Dutas also felt that Vishnu Dutas also going to different universes to protect the devotees. And proper right, even world war happen, anything happen, devotees may not fear. Because if you call Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Dutas will come. Just like Ajamila. By mistake he called Narayana. Narayana. And Vishnu Dutas came. The Prabhupada said, whenever devotees are in danger and you call out the Lord's name helplessly, Vishnu Dutas will come. And you may not see Vishnu Dutas. That time, because of the conversation between Yamduta and Vishnu Dutas, Ajamila saw it. You may not see Vishnu Dutas, but Vishnu Dutas will come and protect you in any danger situation of life. So this Vishnu Dutas go and travel. And now Vishnu Dutas started to glorify Vaikuntha. That abode of Vaikuntha is so special. And saying it's good you are safe from Brahmajyoti. There. The effulgence of Brahmajyoti. There. And that abode of Vaikuntha is so special. And you want to attain that abode, you know what you should do? See, till now by his chanting of mantra he reached beyond Brahmajyoti to Kailash. But now to Vaikuntha, what was the suggestion given to him? Anybody will guess? Vedant Prabhu, any guess? That what Vishnu Dutas would have told him, that what is required to come to Vaikuntha? And do Bhakti Web, of course. So Vishnu Dutas told, you go back to Mathura and learn Srimad Bhagavatam. And when you are mature in devotional service, then you will come to Vaikuntha. So in other words, I told, do Bhakti Bhagavatam, no? So, learn Srimad Bhagavatam from devotees, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, and when you internalize Srimad Bhagavatam, see, hearing is not sufficient. You have to internalize and you develop that love for Krishna. Then we will come and take you. So again he went back to from where? Kailash. He reached Brahmajyoti, Kailash, again came back to Mathura to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And he would hear Srimad Bhagavatam and tears come in his eyes. He was so much love for the Lord and crying. One time he was feeling so much separation from the Lord and he died. And that time Vishnu Dutas took him. See, previously he had to do so hard work to go over there. Now in a moment Vishnu Dutas took him, came, and a moment take him to Vaikuntha. And finally he reaches Vaikuntha. Why? Vaikuntha, the supreme spiritual abode. And you want to know his experiences in Vaikuntha? Very special experiences. So when initially he went, the Vishnu Dutas little bit waited. So there, and he saw wonderful. Vishnu Dutas went inside and he waited outside. And he saw just 400 forms, people coming. He thought it's Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan. And he started paying obeisances. No, I'm not Lord Narayan. I'm servant. Daso Asmi. I'm the servant of Lord Narayan. There. And he saw somebody is coming like a bhikhari in Vaikuntha. And suddenly, aeroplane came from his body, his wife, children, consorts, everybody came. And there was a night dancing birthday and went. So such a wonder he was seeing, such opulence he was seeing. Never in his life he had seen such opulence in Vaikuntha. There. And everything was so special, so amazing, that is indescribable. Yes? You can't describe the happiness of Vaikuntha. Everything is so perfect. Everything is so good in Vaikuntha. Whatever descriptions you have heard can't describe Vaikuntha. It's something very different for it. Everything is happiness. Everything is condensed nectar. And there is no unhappiness, no misery. And finally, he goes, and then finally Vishnu just took him to the 7 doors of Vaikuntha. And he meets Lord Narayan. And Lord Narayan was very happy to see this Gopkumar. And he made Gopkumar sitting beside him and said, Gopkumar, you know how many lives I've been waiting for you. And I break my own rule. I myself came as Jayan, your spiritual master. I generally don't interfere. But I myself came as your spiritual master, Jayan, to deliver you. Can't imagine, so many lifetimes I've been waiting, and finally you have arrived. Wherever you are going, I was just waiting when Hari will come back. When you were in Sarloka, Mahaloka, every moment I was waiting when you were in earth, when are you coming back to Vaikuntha? And Lord Vishnu was so happy. And this Gopkumar is staying in Vaikuntha. But in Vaikuntha also his chanting is Gopal Mantra. And now he will see Lord Narayan as Gopal. So one day, when Lord Narayan was sitting and the puja was happening, so like a Gopal, he felt and ran toward the asana of Lord Narayan to embrace Lord Narayan. But other Vaikuntha Vasis came and said, hey, you can't do this here. So Lord Narayan was very happy that somebody is coming to embrace him, but Vaikuntha Vasis were not happy. And now Gopkumar starts feeling unhappiness in Vaikuntha. Till now he was very happy. Now he starts feeling little dissatisfied in Vaikuntha. Now, all Vaikuntha Vasis came to preach to this Gopkumar. So 3 groups are, sometimes we see Vaishnava Sampradayas, not agreeing with each other. So that even happened in Vaikuntha. So one group of Vaikuntha Vasis came and said, Gopkumar, don't take Krishna's pastime so seriously. They are just nimitta. Lord just come and playful does some pastime. Lord Narayan come and does some playful pastime to attract people. But eternal pastime, so this. The second group said, no, Lord Krishna's pastime also very amazing. And the third group was more supporting Gopkumar. So even there was a group of Vaikuntha Vasis who were disagreeing on the philosophy or between difference between Narayan and Krishna. So when you see Vaishnava Sampradayas fighting, or discussing, debating, so don't get worried because that debate goes in Vaikuntha also. And Hare Krishna devotees will like Gopkumara hearing the discussion. They will say Narayana is Supreme, will say Krishna is Supreme. So the debate goes. So the debate goes even in Vaikuntha. Because Lord revealed that much truth only to devotees according to their bhava and rasa. So those devotees who are in Aishwarya, Lord will not reveal Krishna's form as the topmost. Because their bhava will get disturbed. For them, the form of Aishwarya will be revealed to them as topmost. But the devotees of Krishna actually revealed his sweet pastimes of Golok Vrindavan to the topmost. Krishna to Bhagavan, Ete Jancha Kala Pumsam, Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam, Indari Vyakaram Loke, Vedanti Yuge. The first canto, 3rd chapter. So Bhagavatam is for all the sampradayas, isn't it? But what Bhagavatam is speaking about? Of all the avatars, Vyasadeva mentioning about all the avatars. What Vyasadeva mentions? Vyasadeva mentions about even he has mentioned Krishna before, Krishna and Balram, Rama, Lakshmana, all he has mentioned before. And now he says Krishna to Bhagavan. He did not mention about any other avatara as Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. Only Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. Narayan to Bhagavan Swayam also is in this form. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. The goal and object of Srimad Bhagavatam is Shri Krishna. So still, after all the debate, also Gokumar was more confused. So then Narad Muni comes. And Narad Muni says, I understand your problem, my child. I will not speak here. You first come to Dwaraka. From here is the abode of Lord Ram. You go there, from there you come to Dwaraka. There we will speak about. यहाँ कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. And one day, Gokumar took permission from Lord Narayan. And Lord Narayan gave him blessing that you go further to Saket Dham, Lord Ram. And Gokumar from there further far traveled to Saket Dham, where Lord Ram was there. And he was very happy seeing Lord Ram, more affectionate behavior of Lord Ram. And finally, after talking to Lord Ram, he came to Dwaraka. In Dwaraka, he was very happy to see same Krishna whom he will see in meditation. And he will see Krishna in the Sudharma Assembly Hall. He feels so excited, Krishna coming back, meeting him. And now, Narad Muni comes, and Uddhava. And Narad Muni and Uddhava meets this Gokumar. Hey, come, we will talk something confidential. There's some confidential you're going to talk in front of all Dwarkavasis. And then Narad Muni started telling Uddhavasi, even in Vaikuntha he was not happy. Now he has come to Dwaraka. He wants to embrace Krishna. In Dwaraka also you don't embrace Krishna. And then Uddhava started to tell the glories of Golok. That I have seen so much love, I have seen so much happiness in that abode. I myself is not qualified for Golok. Because that abode is only obtained by Dhanyata. That abode is obtained only by Dhanyata. Utter humility and dependence on Krishna. Only with that qualification you can stay with that abode. I myself is not qualified for that telling. And then Narad Muni further blesses him to go there. But he did not go to Golok Vrindavan. So, now the story, he comes and practices again in Bhauma Vrindavan. You want to know afterwards what happened? Actually, in Vaikuntha also, very amazing things had happened. Okay, something more I will describe about Dwaraka. I then went to Dwaraka. I saw various groups of Yadavas along with their children. They were accompanied by some Brahmanas of Mathura and were enjoying themselves. Not even in Vaikuntha and Ayodhya had Gokumar seen such handsome people. Seeing them gave me such delight that I forgot everything I had in mind. And those Yadavas, the best of all knowing sages, drew me into their company and embraced me. When they recognized me, the son of a cowherd from Govardhan Hill, from the material universe, he's from Govardhan Hill, their hearts melted in flood of affection. And they took me by the hand and brought me in the inner part of the city. From a distance, I saw the Supreme Lord in Sudharma Assembly Hall, revealing his two beautiful arms for his devotees. Krishna was worshipped by youthful maturity. His sublime gestures showed the heart of his servant. He saw how Krishna smiled, his pleasant words, his sidelong glances, and the movement of his eyebrows charmed the Dwarkavasi in the Sudharma hall. Shri Guruna stood before the Lord, glorifying him with prayers. And Uddhava quickly came forward. Then the Lord, brimming with the exalted rasa of action, told Uddhava to bring me close. And first he fainted. Gokumar fainted. Uddhava quickly came forward and delighted to. So in Dwarka, he is in the dress of a cowherd boy. He carefully lifted me from the ground, brought me back to full awareness, and led me to the Lord's side with both hands. Oh, Uddhava with his own hand firmly touched my head to those lotus feet. He got so in anticipation only has fainted. Gokumar. Lord wanting to lift me up and draw to his eyes, place his feet close. The Lord of my life stroked me with my lotus hand as if to cleanse each of my limb. He took the flute from my hand, looked at it, and apparently distressed, remained silent, shedding tears. Hey, Krishna's crying tears for Gokumar. Krishna surely knows how to deal lovingly with his devotees. And in front of Yadav princes, he tried his best to control himself. But it was obvious he was becoming agitated. As soon as Uddhava saw ecstatic symptom appearing in Krishna's body, such as tears and choking voice, he took steps to calm the Lord. With a gesture, Uddhava indicated to the Lord those present before them in the assembly, Vasudeva and other Yadavas. The Lord opened his lotus eyes and glanced at the people in front of him. With difficulty, he somewhat calmed himself and then got up to the center of his inner quarter. Because I had now attained the Lord of my life. Are you able to understand? I'm just reading. Because I had now attained the Lord of my life. Actually, it's very big. It's more bigger than Bhagavatam also. Brother Bhagavatam. It's quite big. I cut the short story. Volume 1 and 2 I just read of part 2 in just half an hour. But volume 3 I want to go little slow. So then, because I now attained the Lord of my life for whom there. Lord 16,000 queens happily followed their husband. And in front of the queens placed their mother-in-law Devki and Rohini. And then Krishna saw there. In his meditation, Gokumar always worshipped Madan Gopal, who unlike Krishna in Dwarka always carries flute. But Krishna had just taken Gokumar's flute in his hand and was still holding it. But now Krishna, that particular circumstance set off a special ecstasy in Gokumar, a mood in which he saw Devki as mother, Yashoda, Krishna's queen as gopis, and Lord's son like Pradyumna like cowherd boys. Krishna wanted to personally take care of the Gokumar. Now time had come for the lunch, but Lord did not feel like eating. The pain of separation Krishna felt from remembering Gokula spoiled his appetite. But his mother, not only Devki, because seeing Gokumar he remembered Gokul. But his mother, not only Devki, but also Vasudeva, several other wives wouldn't let him go without eating. And darling son of Devki fed me something in his own hand, and only then took something himself for my satisfaction. Uddhava knew the Lord's ecstasy very well, so he ate some of the Lord Mahaprasad and took me somewhat forced to his own house. So Uddhava took, अभी चलो गोकुमार चलते हैं घर पे. And finally, Narad Muni comes. Oh, Narad Muni, best of the Lord associate, though in dress and an exalted sage, I see you just everywhere, in the heavenly planet, Vaikuntha, and now here also. Because Narad Muni had come to heaven also. And now the discussion is started. Taking hold of Narada's feet, Gopakumar bowed down and said, Lord, you know everything about it. Narada smiled and spoke, looking at Uddhava's face. Uddhava, this coward son born at Govardhan is seeking something unachievable for a person like you and me. This coward boy is trying to get something which even myself and you cannot achieve. Narada is telling to Uddhava. Greatly irritated, he wanders here and there, never anywhere, transcending the painful distress that is fixed in the heart. You are Uddhava, you are always anxious to favor the resident Vraja. Why not spend a moment to enlighten this boy? The abode, and Uddhava starts speaking. The abode of Goloka is very far away. The happiness relished there is inaccessible to us, the people of Dwaraka. And even the means to achieve that abode is so rarely atoned that you only can pray for it. Uddhava said he was born in West Bhumi and there engaged as a coward boy. And he is firmly established in the worship of Lord Gopal. He is surely a much greater soul than you and I. So first Uddhava was saying this Gopakumar was the most spiritually advanced person present, not himself or even Narada. And he is a worshipper of Madan Gopal in his 10th syllable mantra. Uddhava replied, I am a Kshatriya by birth. In your presence, O Narad Muni, in your presence I have no right to insult. Narada allowed, oh, in Vaikuntha, don't stop thinking yourself as a Kshatriya. And then Uddhava speaks. Uddhava talks further. And Narada said, O dear devotee of Gopal Dev, O son of a coward boy, far away from here lies the most exalted of all places called Goloka. It's full of splendor and beyond the borders of other reasons. Because the entire region of Shrimantra is a land of cows, it's called Goloka. Though it's a comprehensive place, it's famous everywhere. Mathura district with its city, towns and full of cows. Furthermore, the Goloka of the spiritual world is famous by that name. The abode can be reached only through pure sentiments, in which one follows the sublime love held for Krishna by the residents of Vraja. One achieves that love only by thinking of the Lord as one's ordinary dear friend, because it is a Sakabhav. That love is higher than found in the material world and the outer covering the universe. Even though his relationship with Krishna was in Sakyaras, if he were to remember the Gopi's love for Krishna, he would be unable to control his ecstasy. The same association of Lord Narayan again expand. So this is another thing. And Nanda on earth is identical with Nanda in Goloka. Its further explanation comes. And finally what happens, this Gopakumar, he said, knowledge of Goloka applies equally to Gokula and vice versa, because these two places are identical. Means, what you see, how many people gone to Vrindavan? Oh, many have not gone to Vrindavan in this case. So what is Vrindavan here is not different from Goloka. Gokul is not different from Golok Vrindavan. This thing he is coming to know, going to after Vaikuntha. That Gokul is not different from Goloka. I reside therefore sometimes here and sometimes there. No longer do I perceive any difference. There. And finally, this Saru, he enters Krishna's pastimes in Golok Vrindavan. This Gopakumar goes, and then Gopakumar goes to Golok Vrindavan. Krishna embraced him. Krishna was coming from tending the cows. And as soon as Krishna sees this Gopakumar, he embraced him and crying tears he fainted. In Dwaraka, Gopakumar fainted. In Golok Vrindavan, Krishna fainted. Gopakumar, I have been longing for you. You have come, you have come. So many tears. Krishna is saying. You see that photo there? So Krishna fainted only, seeing Gopakumar. And so many tears. So just think, you are working so hard to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. One day Krishna will faint. Oh, you have come. So Krishna is waiting for you, waiting for all the devotees, all ISKCON devotees in Golok, Vrindavan. Okay. So when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, remember this, then chanting will become easy. And don't give up this mantra. No matter, life after life, keep chanting this mantra. Till the time you reach Golok, and that happening. So now, finally, now what is the identity of Gokuman? Is Saru, brother of Srimati Radharani. So now, Saru was sitting with Krishna, and Srimati Radharani came and made Manohar laddus for Krishna. And Krishna took those Manohar laddus and started telling. And Radharani feeling, "Arey, kaisa laddu bana diya?" Krishna didn't like it. And when the Saru ate it, he liked very much. Then Radharani came to know. Krishna became one and his brother. So, this Saru is there. And sometime when he's telling, actually Radharani told one Brahmana has come in Raja, you please go and tell that Brahmana about the path to Golok Vrindavan. So though Sarup has not reached also Golok Vrindavan, the assignment of preaching started. And he said, I keep coming between Goloka and Gokul. It's not different. Both the words. Both the words are same. Golok Vrindavan and Gokul. And in many cases it is same. Many ways the people live in Vraja, people live in Golok Vrindavan. It's quite same. So Goloka and Gokul resemble one another down to the details of individual living beings. The individual persons playing the roles in one place may be distinct from those in the other, but the function they serve in the pleasure pastime of the pursuing God are exactly the same as Gokula. Gokula's cowherd men and women are all his creature, down to the creeper and bushes, closely resemble their counterparts in the spiritual world. I reside therefore sometimes here and sometimes there. No longer I perceive any difference. Sri Sarup and his disciple are in Braj Bhumi on earth. Now Sri Sarup sees no difference between the two abodes. But before he attained this realization, he had to make a great endeavor to transfer himself from Gokul to Goloka. He was at Gokul, right? But he couldn't understand it is not different. Only after going to Golok Vrindavan, he understood this is not different. The abode of Vrindavan. There. So early this morning, Shri Radhika Devi herself came and ordered me, Sarup, a Brahmana from Mathura has come. To carry out this assignment, Sarup left home early in the morning. Before Krishna went to the forest with his friends, Sarup did not mind missing Krishna's company for one day because he knew that carrying out Shri Radha's order would endear him to Krishna. And this would surely increase the happiness he enjoyed with Krishna. So that is the Param Vyoma Golok. So understood which is the highest devotee, the highest abode, the highest place. So beautiful is this literature of Shri Radha, full of nectar. The Krishna Bhakti is so amazing that person going to Vaikuntha is not satisfied. Why? Because he's tasted that relationship with Krishna. And it's so sweet. And this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is coming from Golok Vrindavan and is come here to take us to Golok Vrindavan. Only thing we have to take to the shelter of the Holy. There. And that is the whole essence of nectar. Huh? And because his mood is that of Gopa, so Radha Kund is not mentioned. Well, Radha Kund is for those who want to love Krishna in form of manjaris. So don't take it back. Any questions in this whole story? So I covered the whole story in 1 hour. It will take 4 or 5 hours. One part is very, very big discussion. No questions. How many of you understood this whole story? Understood, no? Huh? Is there a Kartik Yatra? Govardhan Kartik Yatra is there. So when you go to Vrindavan, that time you will realize how they are saved. That's what he's telling. It took in journey, in every means he's saying is saved. See what has happened, I'll tell you, the Vrindavan which is there, it is covered by such a layer that when you go there you cannot see it. But all residents of spiritual world are there, they can see you. When you go to Vrindavan, you may not be able to see Vrindavan. You may see like a place in Uttar Pradesh and all that, right? But all Krishna Leela are happening and they are showing you what you have come here. And that's why you have to be very careful when you go to Vrindavan. Krishna is seeing you, so you have come here, you are doing this, you are doing that, you are doing it. When you are doing Govardhan Parikrama, they are seeing what are you doing. If you do something wrong also they are seeing you. If you are doing bhakti also they are seeing you. So it's like going to Golok Vrindavan only and doing bhakti. Only you don't realize what are you doing. So we have to be very careful. And that's why don't go and stay there. Unless you are in that consciousness. Now from Dwarka he goes to Golok Vrindavan only. And then he comes here. And he finds no difference between the two abodes. And I have to see again how the transition to Dwarka to Golok Vrindavan, I'm not exactly remembering. I read this 2-3 years back. So I just told the whole story on that. I have to see the transition between Dwarka to Golok Vrindavan once again. I didn't find in my notes. So we end here. Nice Krishna Prasadam. What is there to further schedule you would like to say? We'll decide next.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Jagannath also very special mood here. He likes dancing. And he likes the dancing, the kirtan, and there, though and is considered not different from Vaikuntha here. But Lord Jagannath also is the same Krishna. But in a different mode here. Mood of Aishwarya. So the very special dance. You should pray to Lord Jagannath here to grow bhakti and so the very special place. See, Andal is saying she is one of the queens of Dwarka who wanted to love Krishna to love gopis. So that queen came as Andal Advar. So this Andal, she would wear the garland, whatever his father will make a big flowers and make a garland. But Andal will wear the garland before and see how it will appear on the Lord and then he will offer. So one day this Alvar, his father thought, "Hey, Vishnu Chitta, my daughter Chitta, I can't offer this to the Lord now." Seated top of that garland. So many garlands they brought, nothing put in the body of the Lord. Lord said, I want that garland. And finally, as far as I heard the story in this way, there may be many different versions of the story. Yeah. Another pastime that she didn't want to marry, she said, I want to marry Lord Vishnu. Then Vishnuchitta, very Alvar, started showing him all deities photos. And Sri Jagannath said, no, I want to marry him. So then, how you marry the deities? Then the Lord sent the Brahmanas. Yeah, I want to marry Andar. And the Brahmanas came to take Andar. And finally Andar comes and they say the marriage happens with the Lord and she disappears. And this Andar is actually in the mode of the. So that's why the Srirangam Dham is very amazing. Yes. Sometimes Rana will also take the mode of Krishna. And more we get to hear this intimate pastime from our Srinatha Prabhu, he knows so many pastimes of the world.
There you go. Hare Krishna. So now we'll have Prashadam. River. So after Prashadam, we'll be beginning our next session at 10:30. So we'll have at 10:30 above in the third floor where devotees took rest, right? So they will be having the next session by Prabhuji. Then post after that we'll be having to hear from this Prabhuji. So now we'll all proceed for. So requesting devotees to take Prashadam early and take rest. Take rest. And devotees, Arati Prabhu can make sure that the setup is done in the hall by 10:30. Then post after that in the afternoon, we will have Kaveri Park and again going for Darshan and many other things. So for that, we have to finish our hearing quota before doing that. So then 30 devotees can be there sharply. Otherwise, we have to cancel one of the events.
इसको कैसे ऑन करना अपन कट कर